Coming up on the next episode. Good Friday afternoon to you all, YouTube. It is 1:27 in the PM on this lovely day. Partly sunny today. Still very cold. I think it's around 20 degrees right now. That seems like it's having a hard time getting above that today, but you know, I've got the heat in my back, on my back actually, going, and so not a problem in here. It stays nice and warm in here. What I want to show you today is obviously a couple of different things. One is this down here that you can see, this magnification lamp is mounted now. I did put a piece of wood in there to equalize underneath that mount for the clamp for the mount, however you say that. And it's in there rather nice and solid now. I could probably glue that piece of wood in there, but right now it's not. So I may do that in the future. I don't know. We'll see. Above that, as you can see up above there, these lights here have been extended, and the floodlights have been inserted into all of the clamp lights that are up there. And those are in service now. Right now they're just temporarily using clamps to hold the boards up there, and there are no screws in the boards to hold the lamps to the board. That will be done. But for right now, I just thought I would, you know, get a preliminary up there and see what it looked like and how it worked out. And from what I can see, I think it's going to work out well. It lights up the whole front of the workbench there, and the top as well, because of the angle. It's about a 45-degree angle, just guessing, but you know, it's what it looks like. And I've got the two end ones angled in towards the center, so they point at an angle, and I think that covers the whole bench on that side very well. Now you can also probably notice that the light on that side is not up any longer. I want to cut those pieces out of that board and get it mounted up there the same way. Well, not the same way, but you know what I'm saying. Get it back out like I want it. And once that's done, my bench lighting will be pretty much complete. Any cords that are hanging down will be routed up on top of the boards to where they stay out of the way. And as far as I can tell, I've had my chair up as close as I can get. The lights do not harm, or not harm, but they do not impede my standing up when I need to do that, because the ones on the end are basically over the top of the bench, and the other end on the where the HP signal generator is down far enough where I won't even have my chair down there. So that should not be a problem as well. So that I think is covering it pretty good. In addition to screwing the light brackets in, the plastic brackets that I made to the board ends, I will be screwing the other end of the boards to the top of that shelf, and so the clamps can then be removed once I get that done. Like I said, that should be an easy job, I think, and I think those will hold up. There's no real weight on those lights. Those lights are all aluminum shells, and the hardware for that is very light. So, and the bulbs themselves are plastic, so you know they're not that heavy or anything like that. So shouldn't be much big weight on it, and I think that those will hold just fine. And if not, I can always brace them up some way if I need to, but I don't think I will. I think they're going to be just fine like they are. So I want to get that done, and then I can go ahead and proceed to cut the other board out for the light on the strip light on the other side. And like I said, that once that's done, the bench lighting is complete then, as far as I'm taking that, and that will be another step completed. So I don't know how well you can tell. Let me turn you over this way a little bit. that shelf that's above those cabinets, their parts cabinets, is running at an angle. Now, the problem is and I don't know how to really justify this, because when I put those shelves up, I use the level, and the shelf itself is pretty much level, but the bench I don't believe is as level, and therefore it is running, basically running downhill towards the monitor, I think is what it's doing. And so that's one of the problems I'm having there, but it's not really a problem because it's not a big deal one way or the other. Now, I do believe that there is a little bit of the shelf, the lower shelf there is a little low, and that's adding to the mystique that is running downhill. So I think if I raise that one and you know, put it up where it should be, equal distance from the top, or whatever you want to, however you want to call it, then it probably would look better. But it really doesn't bother me that much. But I just kind of thought maybe, you can see it when you stand back, but up close when you're sitting at the bench, you really don't show that bad. And so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Now, I have had some thoughts. You can see behind the monitor, there is a strip of pegboard that's not being utilized, and I'm thinking about moving that over on the other side, cutting it down basically next to the end there where the monitor is, and using that piece there over on the other end. That would go over basically this side of the cabinet right there, and I can hang tools up there as well. Now, I do have another set of screwdrivers coming and another screwdriver holder coming, and so that's one of the things I want to try to get up. That will have enough room there to put a piece of pegboard in. Now, I do have some more pegboard out in the garage, and instead of trying to cut that one, I might just go ahead and get it. I don't know, we'll see. But that was I believe it was a 4x8 sheet, but maybe I'm wrong about that. It might have been a 4x6 or something like that. I don't know. But it was larger than what's up there. I know that. So that's that. I don't really want to say. Now, I do have my green screen in. I don't know how you can see it there, but let me focus you on the center there, where that black box is sitting on the green underneath of it. That is the green screen that I bought, and it was folded up, and I've got the that black toolbox, or it's got ends for hex ends for screwdrivers, things like that. They go into hex bit drivers and things, and that's what's in there. And it's rather heavy, and I thought, well, I'll put that on top of it, let that crease get out of it, and while it's in here in the warm, and just leave it in there and sit for a while. The lights are been folded, not folded up, but are behind me here. They're just out of the way right now, and that's what I want to do with that now. So those two things are here and ready to go. In addition to the screwdriver and the holder, I've got some extensions coming for my drill and my hex driver stuff. A set of 3 extensions that I find that I use extension quite a bit when I'm drilling certain things. Just like a good example is that parts cabinet there. If I drill a hole in that top where you can see there, it comes up against that back support board. It's going to take more than just the drill. The drill won't go in that far, so I have to use an extension with a drill bit in it and drill a hole, and then even for the screwdriver the same way. So I want to get that done. But the screwdrivers that I have come, I don't know if I showed you this picture or not. I'll flash up a picture of those. And other than the fact that they're pink, they are just what I wanted. Just the exact set I want. There's 8 of them in there, and that will fit in there along with my little pocket. I say pocket, but it's not really a pocket screwdriver. It's a small not hex head, but straight blade screwdriver that I use a lot on the bench, and that will go in that first little slot there by itself, and that'll make up my tools, or my screwdrivers on the pegboard side. And again, the other side will be. I haven't decided whether I'm going to use the holder that came with those insulated screwdrivers, or just use another one of those, because I have another one of those holders coming. So I haven't decided on that yet, and I will, and then figure out what I'm going to do from there. But Those are a little tight in that holder. That's one of the reasons I didn't like the insulated screwdrivers. They're a little tight in that holder because of the insulated shafts, and so that's one of the reasons I thought about using the holder that came with it. Maybe it'd be better. So that's the plan on that. So anywho, we did have the memorial service for my sister on Wednesday evening, late afternoon, evening, whatever you want to call it. I think it was from 4 or 5 o'clock, and I had a fairly big turnout. A lot of people that I hadn't seen in a long, long time, and got to talk with them a little bit, and it was a good service, excellent. So really makes you think about doing a service like that instead of the traditional funeral. I think people are getting away from the traditional funerals with the body laying there and things like that. Now, my sister was cremated, and of course, her ashes were there. But again, it's just not the same as seeing somebody laying there in an open casket. So again, like I say, that's either here or there. But it does make you think about, and it's just I won't say a happier time because everybody's sad because she's gone, but at the same time you're not, you're more of a joyous type of thing where she's in a better place, and what I'm saying. It's just that's the deal on that. She's not laying there suffering and things like that, and she's gone to better places. That's about all you can say to it. And so I think I just think that's a better way of doing it. And so I am going to tell my children that that's exactly maybe what I'd like to do. I think is be better on them. And I don't have a large amount. I've got some with the Postal Service, and I don't even know what it is, the burial expense. But it's not that much. And I'm going to tell them just to do it that way. And I think that's the best way to do it. So. As far as my ashes are concerned, I don't think it bothers me to know they're anywhere at all. I mean, you know what I'm saying. You're gone. So your body anyway. So like I said, that's neither here nor there. But it was a good service, and like I said, my son went. My daughter didn't go. She was having problems. She's had quite a few problems since she quit working, and. With sleep and other things, and so like I said, she didn't attend, but my son and his family were there, and we had a nice meal at the local restaurant down there that we eat in Vivi. It's called Roxano's. Had that after the service, and so it was a good evening. I got home around 9:30, I think, somewhere around in there, so it wasn't too late, but same time I did have to drive in the dark. But the route I take is pretty much a straight shot. Goes due west out of Vivi, and from there it goes to Austin, Indiana, and from Austin go due north up to Seymour, where you get off the expressway. And so it was a pretty much straight shot. It is a little bit quicker than going the other ways that I do go. So again, it took a little over an hour to get back home. So. That was good. Everything's been good. Now, I haven't done much since then. Today's the first day I've done anything in here. In fact, I haven't even had the heat on until today in here. So, like I said, I decided to get these lights done. I think that's one of the things I was kind of holding me back about doing too much stuff at once here. I don't know how well you can see up above. Let me pan up there. I don't know how you can see. If you can see all that good. You can see that light coming in that window kind of makes it, gives a, makes it not bright enough, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but if I turn it over this way, it gets brighter. As you can see, the camera adjusts for it. But once I go over here, it dims down the picture a little bit. But I think you can see everything still. You can see 3 lights there. You can see one right there, one right there, and one right there. So again, you can see all of those, and those will be working pretty good. I like it a lot so far, and I'm really pleased with how it's going to work out, I think. And like I say, once I get them mounted permanently, and when I say permanently, it's just a matter of taking a couple screws out here or there to get them down. It's not really a big deal, but you know. And like I say, I have to route the wires to where they're not hanging down like the one in the middle is. And so once that's done, then you know, everything will be pretty much out of the way. And again, like I said, the only one that comes close to even thinking about hitting my head is the middle one. And I did test that with the chair up pretty close. And you have to, the way this bench is, you have to back out the chair just a little bit to stand up. Otherwise you can't do it if you're up close to it, and you don't hit the light at all. You don't even come close to it. So one of the things I do worry about a little bit is the magnification lamp. Now I don't know if that's going to cause any problems. I haven't really tested that much yet, but I don't think it will, because I think the high spot of that's going to be in between the one on this end here. When I say this end, I'm talking about this end here. I think it's going to be between that and the middle one. I think is where the high spot on that light will be, and I believe it will be anyway. So haven't really tested that too much, and so you know, that's what I got to do now. The other thing, the other elephant in the room, so to speak, is my 3D printer. I really, I almost say I lost interest. In fact, I've got keen interest in it, but I just don't know. I'm not really sure about how to proceed. I do want to definitely go with the extruder to redo the extruder part of it, the metal part. Get the spring done like it's supposed to be. I want to watch a couple more videos on that, make sure I know exactly what I'm doing when I do it. That way I can get that done, and once I get that done, then I can run some tests. There's another video that Bob sent me that shows how to do that, and that will give me some kind of indication then on if that's a problem or not. If it's a problem, then you know, I can correct it. And you know, once you see what the problem is, it's not a problem anymore. It shouldn't be anyway after you fix it. So that's the plan on that. So I do want to get that fixed, and it's just, I have a lot of other things I want to do, and I come in here, and as I told you before, when I take the water pills, I go to the bathroom, and when I come back down the hallway, I generally stop in here and look and see if there's anything that I can do, you know, that won't require a lot of thought or a lot of time. And this magnification lamp here is one of the things I thought, you know, I could get that done, because it just required that piece of, a real short piece of, actually it's a piece of plywood is what it is, but I found one was just exactly the right thickness to go in there, and that is in there really good and solid. Again, I probably will end up gluing that, and that way it will stay in there a little bit better, and I think it'll be more solid that way. But so I don't know, we'll see, and like I say, it's just a matter of doing it, I guess, and that's what I've got to say about that. But right now it's perfectly stable, so I don't even have to do that, but I may do it anyway. I don't know, we'll see. One of the things I definitely want to do when I get my 3D printer back up and running is getting some more of those custom brackets for the pegboard. I want to get all the tools that go up on the pegboard back up on the pegboard, and that way I can go ahead and think about the other side and get that done. And you know, it's just a lot of different things that need to be done, and I want to get them done. So like I said, that's where I'm at and what I'm doing. I have other things to do. Bob did send the boards for the let me see if I can get those real quick. Alright, well, the camera timed out, so I did try to find those boards, but they're there somewhere. But I've moved things around trying to get some other stuff done, and I'm sure I covered them up somewhere. But anyway, I think there was 4 of them that he sent, and so like I say, I'll show you that in future video, or future video. But for right now, I didn't realize I'd talk that long, so I guess I'll get off here. For Bill, now I was talking, he posted a video on PayPal, and I wanted to reiterate again on that, Bill, that yeah, I know you like to use PayPal, but if I would think it's either your computer or something that I've never had any problems at all logging into PayPal, and I haven't changed my password in I don't know how long. So you know, it just I think it's some problem you're having. You know, you in particular maybe, or as you said, maybe other people's are having that. I don't know, but I've never had any problem with them. So. That's one of the reasons I like PayPal so much, because it has been so stable and worked so well and keeps your credit card or debit card out of so many different places. You know, I use PayPal for anything that I eat out quite a bit, and sometimes I'll order online. And if they have a PayPal option, I'll use PayPal. I think Subway does. I think Domino's does, I believe. I'm not really sure, but anyway, there are several places that like that will accept PayPal as the payment service. So that keeps your debit card number back, you know, just one place. And I trust PayPal, and I think that they're, you know, they're not going to be doing anything screwy with it. So, so that's one of the things I just want to say about that. I hope you get it resolved, Bill. I hate to see you not be able to buy anything on eBay. Now, I have purchased things. Now, once in a great while, and this has only happened a few times to me, the PayPal option was not available for something I bought, and I think that was when eBay switched over from using PayPal basically exclusively into allowing direct debit cards and credit card numbers to be input. And I think that was during that period that I had problems with it. And I did use my debit card there a couple of times, but like I said, it just was easy to do. You just basically click on the link, and if you don't have your credit card information there, it will pop up and tell you to enter your credit card information, name, things like that, all the stuff that has to have it in there. Once it's in there, I think it stays in there. I don't think you don't have to do it each time. So again, I hope you get it resolved. And like I say, I know what you mean about not being able to buy anything. That would be killing me, because there is things that pop up from time to time that I'd like to have, and so. Oh, I did want to mention one other thing on this. I was really surprised on this green screen. I think it was on Sunday that I ordered that, and Monday was a holiday, Martin Luther King Day, and so the Postal Service was not working or not operating, and so I didn't get the notice until Tuesday that it had been shipped, and I got it on Wednesday. So, and it was in California, I think Ontario, California, I think is where it was at. So that was excellent service, and it did say on the website, if you looked at it, it was actually dropped off the post office on Monday evening, which is odd because they weren't open. But anyway, you know, there are times that the Postal Service operates certain local offices for this or that reason, on holidays and things. But anyway, I was just pleased as punched as how fast it got here, and so. Basically, you know, I was notified on Tuesday that it had been accepted into the Postal Service, and Wednesday it was delivered. So that's not bad from California. So can't complain too much about that. And I think Bob had mentioned he had ordered a new phone and got pretty good service on it. So maybe the Postal Service has turned over a new leaf in the new year and trying to do better. I'm hoping that's the case. So anywho, that's that. And I have talked long enough now, and I think it's time to quit. But I just mainly wanted to show you all the lights and how much of a difference that makes in the lighting on the bench. And so once I get the other side done, I think I'm going to have a well-lit bench area. And that should prove to be a very welcome addition to my workshop. And so that's going to do me. You guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see ya.